Howdy, my friends. Today we do Metallica's one of the most epic songs, one of the most epic stadium anthems ever. This is for my friend Campbell Davis. Campbell, hope to see you on the ski slope soon. Hit the button. Oh, by the way, I did tune down. They do this in E flat. I checked because I know they do that sometimes. And yes, I'm playing these on single coils because it's going to upset you. And that's okay. Yes. Hear him singing. Lars isn't even at the kit yet. All right, so real quick, a couple things. Your basic tonality for this, and again, I learned this a bunch when I was a kid. It's not note for note. I don't exactly know what they're playing, but I have the broad strokes, Campbell, okay? So it's... Basically, this is a B minor tonality. So you get this B and F sharp, this power chord, pedal off B, and for each time you're gonna let the open D string ring out. So for the B minor chord, that is your minor third, right? When you put a G in the bass, this becomes your major seventh and your fifth. When you get the A in the bass, this becomes your major sixth and your fourth, right? So you're still in the same key, right? That's your progression, like B minor, right? You got like A and G is your basic movement, okay? And then you get this just grabbing from somewhere else, this E to F sharp, and this little tag up to C sharp. I always liked when I learned this song that it didn't go to D. It didn't go to the minor third. It did the flat the 9 to pull back to 1. It implies the 5 chord. Very cool. Now, just listen to Lars do only stuff that Lars would do. Random tom hit. Before James gets in, love that. You save this little chromatic pull. We've been in B minor this whole time, right? Even all these little things that Kirk is doing, there's a... And then right? That is all just B minor. Like this whole intro is B minor. I don't remember it having anything outside of that. But this little C right before the B, that is not in the key, and it's just this little chromatic tension to just push it. Something I've always loved about metal music. But again, pay attention to Lars. This is you can't have Metallica without Lars, and like no one puts hits where Lars does. No one plays like Lars, puts a random tom, a little double kick, like a little fill that like no one else would use, but everyone in the crowd knows it's him, and they know I'm hitting the snare and cymbal without a kick on 3, right? Like they know it's Lars and they love all those parts. It's wild to watch, again, it's just so, I see it so differently now, and I appreciate it in a completely different light.
I can't remember anything.
And Hetfield's the best.
Can't tell if this is true or dream. Deep down inside I feel the scream. This terrible silence stops me. Now that the war is through with me, I'm waking up, I cannot see that there's not much left of me. Nothing is real but pain now. My breath is I wish for death. Oh, please, God, wait.
Now these, if I remember, I have a distortion pedal. If I remember correctly, this is off G.
I'm waking up, I cannot see that there's not much left of me. Nothing is real but pain now. My breath is I wish.
Right?
Nothing is real but pain now. My breath is I wish for death. Oh, please, God.
I love that they do this piece of A major here. So it's like G major, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and then the F sharp out of nowhere that doesn't fit. Amazing. It doesn't fit in that, exactly in that key, right? And then you get this B, A, and then A, B, C sharp, 1, 2, 3, major third on A. And then these chromatic walk-ups that are not power chords. Right? Switching from the power chords to the single notes has its own unique pool, and it's just, Metallica has so many great little intricacies like that. Like Lars, man. Like, no one would play these fills like this, but like, when you're leaving this much space, listen, heavy music is about the drums, okay? And stadium, right? The biggest stadium bands like this, like you can't all be busy. If you're all going to be busy, you have to be busy doing the same thing, right? Or it has to be tons of space and sparseness, and one person is just driving this, right? And Metallica, like no other band, has so many songs like this, where you have this cascading, arpeggiated, super, like tons of space, like guitar riff and this simple vocal melody, and then the drums are just playing all kinds of stuff behind it. Like, watch this film. Listen to this. And then the snare after.
Back in the room, it's much too real. It pumps out that I must feel, but can't look forward to reveal. Look to the time when I live, fed through the truth that sticks in me.
Tell him, James.
Just like a wartime novelty, tied to machines that lead me. Cut this shit off from me. My breath is I wish for death. Oh, please, God, wait. Oh, please, God, wait.
Dude, the china in between the rack and floor toms on the bottom and the permanently open hi-hat, right? Like, I don't believe he's doing any hi-hat like clutching at all, right? It's all just Lars, man.
Please, God, wait.
Like two chinas. I love it.
Please, God, wait.
This what is it? Again, this is B minor, right? But then this, it's really G major, this, right? This little, James, I've always felt, and you're about to see it in real, like the real demonstration, but I've always felt that James is probably the best heavy rhythm guitar player that ever lived, right? I don't really think there's, I mean, Dave Mustaine is right there. You know, you have, Malcolm Young is right there, but like, and there's more, but like Hetfield is just so dominant and so strong, right? And even when he comes in with these harmonies, like it's just everything he does is with such incredible precision and force. I love watching Hetfield. I just always have. How many snares was that? Was it like 11? Okay, this is the best part. We're all been waiting for this with the double kick. A cool thing happens in here where you go from E to D, and then it goes, and then it's like a C, but if I remember correctly, it's like a C over E power chord like that where they ring out. There's cool harmonic stuff in here that I don't remember. But like. This. Do you hear it? Like you clearly have an open E here, but you get this, right? Man, is this awesome. All right, and now the best part of the song, which everyone's been waiting for. The double kick. When I was a kid, Campbell, I remember this. This was like, this is the best thing ever. Double time. Lovey's only got the wah on stage. I love this. Okay, again, this is why Hetfield is the best, right? This precision, and again, you know, this. Palm mute, palm. Now, for everybody that is struggling with palm muting, here's how you get the sound that you're looking for. Again, I know it upsets you that I'm on single coils, and that's okay. Listen. Bring it straight up. Way off. Bring it straight back. You're not palm muting. Once you get it right, find the spot. Move up and down. You want the palm to be about right where the string catches. You want it to ring out a little bit, but you want it to be kind of like a muffled kick. You don't want it to be like boom, right? You want it to be like guh, right? So you don't want it to be like, right? You want, that's what you're looking for. And then this triplets. Triplet, gun, gun. And now, the stabs. This is what I love about Metallica too. You can grind down here on this open E string, and then you can grab these inverted power chords. This is E, and then F, okay? But you're not playing it. You can, but it's real heavy to just omit the root and just grind, you know. What's real hard is to get that F with the downstroke. I always had to do it with an upstroke. I don't know if Hetfield gets it with the down, but if anybody can, it's him. But there's something also, if you just bend your pick a little bit and scrape at it, you know, you like... Like you can make it a little gnarly.
Oh no. Please God, no! Please God, no!
Looks like he's getting the upstroke for the F. Now, if I remember, okay, again, I'm going for the broadest of broad strokes here, my friends, okay? If I remember, this is a very, it's like, even though we get this, and you would think A minor, or E minor, or E Phrygian kind of vibe, I remember this being very, like G major, right? Over the top of it. Which is the same as E minor. The difference would be F sharp instead of F. This. But it's got this down here, like, you know, this. You know, you got this open E, but, you know, something, I don't know. And it's like a 1-5-4. Yeah, see, this is what I'm listening for. You know, I'm getting this spread, but when you try to figure these things out, it's good to hook on one note, and that will kind of dictate the rest and use the video, which I wasn't doing accurately. But what I'm hearing is this 4-note cluster, right? E, G, A, and B, like this. So this is a G major triad with E on the bottom, right? So this is E minor all the way up. But what you get is this movement. Each time he moves, you get, this is the little vibe. You get this 3 whole steps, but then a half step above. So B goes to C. And then when it pushes over, like it's D major, right? Now we're pushing up there, okay? That's F sharp to G, then it goes down to C. So these little moves, listen for it. You hear that? So like that, of all the things, you could hold on to this, you know, you could hold on to this. Like, and then, right? It wouldn't be B minor. It's just D minor. Yeah. This. This part, I remember learning this with one of my first guitar teachers. This part always stumped me, right? And a lot of you watching are going to be like, why are you thinking about this in G? Like, why did you even mention that? Because I remember this part, and my teacher showed me. It was like right. So it's like first we've been in G major, which is the same as E minor, right? Right. This. Right, we've been there. But then you get this. What is that? That is a G minor blues thing. Like we're like out of nowhere. And then you get this. Implies a C major chord. Okay, this little. That is a bluesy double stop thrown in there. So when you look at it through that lens, it's like, oh wow, this is like, I'm thinking G major as all of my diatonic kind of movements. And then this little blues thing comes from G minor, G blues, and then I'm back. And I remember him showing it to me like that, and I was like, okay, now it makes sense. Because in no other world would you come up with that unless you were thinking about it like that. Listen to it. Like all of that, you know, that like all of the, you know, it's, you know, this, like listen to when it comes in. And then that part, like, just chromatic. Just foot right on the kick. I love it. Robert Trujillo crushing it. All right, we're gonna go back and watch James. You got this. All right, B minor. Yeah, it's coming back. Yeah, but it switches. It switches every other time. See, it does it. That if that, then. It's all B minor though. Just bring it down. You know that. hit floors. Just again, here's the thing about Metallica, okay? It's the biggest stadium rock band of all time, okay? And like the formula is such an interesting one. It's these heavy twin distorted guitars, okay? Harmonized, but with mostly diatonic, simple, cascading up and down melodic lines, but with these heavy chromatic little sparse pushes here and there to drag your ear along. That harmonically, it's sort of what's happening, okay? Then you have the drums, and the drums make it. Like, you could never play this. I shouldn't say that, because I'm sure they did when they were recording. But it's not stuff you would play with the click, right? It is really open air, free time, you know, like grabbing these hits. Like, it is such an interesting style of drumming, but that like it could only have developed over a long period of time with friends playing together, where you wanted to have this open space, but then you wanted the drums to keep the energy going. And what happens is like the drums kind of become the hook. And you know, what is it, the 5-minute mark, whatever it was, every Metallica friend is waiting for when the right? That is the hook. It's like there's so many drum hooks that make this band what it is, that make it whatever. And just like everyone in the crowd that is a non-musician knows every single part. Every piece of it is this giant, memorable crowd participation thing. It's just you can't reproduce it. It had to have come organically, and only they really do it like that. And last note, like I know Robert doesn't get a lot of love just because it's bass, but like Robert's crushing this gig. Has since day one, and Hetfield, again, in my opinion, the greatest heavy rhythm player that has ever lived. I really don't think it's close. And that's it, my friends. So, hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed something. If you did, please hit subscribe. It really helps. Let me know what you think in the comments here. And Campbell, I hope to see you soon. And I love you all. I'll see you around the way. Cheers.